What is up, everybody? Happy holidays, and yeah, it's your boy Phil Shock and the Niceties Hedgehog, and I'm gonna kind of just do like I know eventually, and this is gonna be a spoiler. So Brendan, if you hate me, fine, you can hate me, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it anyways. I plan on getting potentially tagged by one of our buddies in the Devil's Den. Which if you haven't go subscribe to my buddy Brendan, aka Dark Devil 26, go subscribe to him right now because he also has a link to the Discord server. Definitely follow the Discord server because you get to join all those crazy people in calls, do free for alls, and all the other stupid stuff. Well, the plugging out of the way for him. Um, this is the end of the year tag video, and yeah, and basically all we have to do is talk about the entirety of 2020, the goods, anything that you want me to just get out the chest and the bags, and just talk about the whole thing, the year in whole. So I'm gonna kind of go roughly month by month. I saw Brendan do kind of like month by month, so I want to kind of do something like that. But if you guys are kind of excited for these type of videos, I already kind of plan to do kind of like a somewhat recap video of my year and everything like that. But so this game we kind of like got to push to want to do it, and and everything like that. So, oh, excuse me. Well, I'm gonna be a little tired. Some food is setting in right now, and I am getting sleepy. So, let's start with January. January, nothing really changed. Everything was kind of normal. I was just working like normal, doing battles like normal, and stuff like that. And nothing really doing much. So January was just like a meh. Then February hit. February was kind of the exact same, just a meh. And then it was nothing really changed. Um, that is until we hit March. Yeah, that's not until we hit March. March was a very hard time for me, more so near the end of March versus March as a whole. So for those who don't remember, I believe I still have a video of him on my channel, and if I don't, I will personally make sure there will be a video on him on my channel. But I did a video where I talked about my cat Socks. My cat Socks was a cat I actually went and got from the Humane Society. I adopted him when he was 5 years old at the time, and it was literally love at first sight. He would literally lick me, cry when I left the room, and everything like that. So he really wanted me to be his best friend. Excuse me, or his father in some way. And you know what? I just knew I had to have him. He was literally a kitty. Like you would not believe a 5-year old male cat would act like a kitty. He did. He cuddled with me. He purred like a baby boy. Like he just did everything right, and he was really a good cat to have. It was even though him and Sneaky didn't get along all the time, they were just good cats to have. Sneaky occupied at the time because Sneaky had was actually around the time of January February, my sister actually I think my sister was either moved out or not, but she had moved out around that time, and I had the apartment to myself now, so I live by myself and everything like that. Oh, excuse me. Again, I don't apologize for all the yawning I do. It's because of food and stuff and it's letting me get sleepy. So, but going into that was also literally a couple days later after Sock's death. It's right when I went into quarantine because of my job and everything. So I went about 2 or so months. And don't get me wrong, it was actually as much as I hated it, it was also kind of a good thing because it gave me like a mini vacation because I never really had vacation time from work. I was always a worker and everything like that. And it was really kind of tough because of, working is kind of exhausting. Excuse me. Working just was a nightmare. And it was just really hard for me to just deal with work. But so, and all the other times I've worked at other jobs, like I've worked at country clubs, I worked at other kind of semi different things and everything like that. So it is what it was. But yeah, losing sucks. And the worst part was I didn't know what happened to him. Like all of a sudden his stomach started expanding a bit, and then he just became really slow. His eyes were kind of always like a tired look and everything like that. And then one night after I finished doing a free for all session with some of my buddies, I went to go check on him, and the rest is history. And the thing that just hurts me the most still about him was when I touched him, I had felt like I already lost him. So it was sad, but for those 2 months as well, when I went there, I think it was the time I needed to kind of regroup on myself and to kind of rebound on what happened with him. So I still have him in my thoughts and prayers, and I still very much miss him. April, like I said, it was quarantine time, and it was also the time I was just trying to, relax. It was also when I was getting unemployment, so I was getting money still, but I was also still making bank. So I was making a lot. I mean, a lot of money. I'm not gonna tell you how much money, so you guys can try to figure that out. But I made a lot of money, and I was able to be kind of, financially secured and everything for the first time. Like I was really gonna be able to get so much money for a lot of things that I just really liked it. Man, I'm pulling a Brendan. I'm just constantly yawning in my videos. Curse you, Brendan. I'm kidding, but I then we came to May. About halfway through May, I did not have to work. Roughly the middle, close to either a day or so before or a day or so after my birthday, I went back to work, and everything, we moved around some stuff. We did some bit of cleaning here and there. Just overall was just new kind of stuff that we were going through. And then it was also around the time that about a month or so later that my boss had, well, the manager there that was my boss quit, and then he went to do his own thing, and then I got a new manager. And I'm gonna say probably from, it was either June, July, or August. I can't really remember. I believe he left in, I think, July, and then we had a full person by the mid to end of August. And so, but let me go. So June, nothing really happened. Like I said, just work, work, work. July, the whole thing with that never really worked, and then maybe I'm occasionally joining the meetings and stuff at that job. Nothing really much happened there. And then going into August, like I said, nothing really happened. It was my sister's birthday in that time frame as well. Then that was when the new manager there, and I think pretty much when the new manager started is when a lot of things kind of went downhill for me. A lot of the times there were a lot of people at my job that should not have been allowed to have their job still were there. They didn't get punished for things they did. Like I witnessed, like the assistant manager completely yelling at one of the new trainees we had in front of all our customers, because the place I worked at was a small cafe, and we basically have an open door so you can see inside the kitchen, and we have a big open area to where you're going to see our servers on the other side where they're making their drinks and everything like that. And she's literally yelling in front of everyone that's in front of her or around her, and she is saying it so loud to where everyone can hear her, and it's just so disrespectful. It's so like uncalled for, and she didn't get punished for it. Another time that she did this was she accused one of the servers of not putting in the proper amount for the register, because the register has to make sure there's a certain amount in each and every night, and it's balanced and everything like that. But what happens is she accused of someone potentially stealing or so, and once the server had proven that, for one, she was right, and for two, that she wasn't the thief, the girl that accused her didn't even apologize and just ignored her and went to talk to our new manager. And the same thing happened to this, where she had accused of one of our employees who also works at another cafe, wouldn't let her be able to do a few things, all because she worked on the cafe, and basically did not trust her and disrespected her by accusing her of being potentially a thief. And because she didn't trust her, because if she saw anything that was anything like that, she would assume that she was going to steal from us or anything like that on recipes and stuff, and just be able to move away. So there was a lot of problems with that place there. at times I wasn't getting recognized for what I was saying or anything like that. It just it was just dumb. It was stupid. It was not what I wanted to be. But that's just time went by the way. Now we get into September. Again, nothing really changed in September. I think maybe my schedule is getting a little bit flexed out or something like that potentially. And that's when I kind of started potentially getting these, because there was these four strike systems. The first strike system was your warning strike. Then from the second and third, obviously, are the official 1, 2, and then when you get the fourth one, is basically your third one, and you know what that means. You're out. And there were parts where things were taken differently as they were supposed to be said, or they were noted down. So things that were said in that very first warning meeting were twisted, and the person that made that didn't get in trouble. And guess what it was? It was the assistant manager again. So there was that. I still apologize, obviously, but the fact that the wording that they said was completely wrong, the people that had said that, they actually felt extremely bad that I had to apologize, and had told one of our owners that he should not have apologized if what we said was taken out of context and not exactly said the way we said it. And the second time it happens, there's apparently me, because you know how a lot of people in restaurants, people are gonna have dirty minds. They're just gonna have this occasional little talk, talk, talk. So people, and plus, it's just joking. It's not meant to be serious. It's not meant to be really over dramatic or anything like that. So don't be like that. But anyways, then again, the rest of September pretty much didn't do anything. Then going into October, again, nothing was really changing. And I think by the time October hit, I was around my second strike, arguably maybe my third. And then going to November. November happened to be my last full month I had at that cafe. And that's when I had already 3 strikes, I think. And then, right as November goes by, we were actually going to plan to go to Thanksgiving with my family, my sister's boyfriend's family, but my sister went through a breakup with her boyfriend, and so we had just had Thanksgiving at home, which was fine. But then we get into December, which is this year, this month. On my sister's birthday, December the 3rd, I was fired on the spot. I was released from work and forced to leave. Well, not forcibly, but I was required to leave. And it was because the fourth strike I got came up that about something that happened. About something that happened 2.5 weeks before I was released. So they purposely kept me at their job. They purposely kept me at their job to make me work for them when they had already agreed on that fourth strike. They had me work there an extra 2.5 weeks until December hit, and then they fired me. For one, they had no right to do that. If they thought the fourth strike was necessary, they had to fire me, but they didn't. They forced me to work 2.5 extra weeks for them, and then they fired me on the spot. And it was just terrible. I know this has become somewhat like a rant, but hey, this is how 2020 has went for me, and I want to be able to, voice out exactly what went through. Like, this year, I definitely will say it was not a great year for me. It was probably, arguably, one of my worst years. I mean, you look at it. Didn't have anything major accomplishments. I also lost some friendships over this year. I think around October, near the end of October, right around the middle of November. I wish one person that I don't ever talk to really. I just wished her happy birthday. Then she was becoming over dramatic, saying I traumatized her and everything like that. But I did nothing wrong. She tries to abuse me by trying to use me for money and stuff. Oh yeah, she wasn't a friend. But she basically wanted to lie, said I caused traumatization, and that's when I just left, and I've officially unfriended her. We're no longer ever talking, and if we ever do talk again, I highly doubt it's gonna happen. But so just this whole year has been really a big negative for me. There haven't really been any really good bright sides to this year, and it's tough, you know. And by the way, I went with this gift one because it's kind of like Christmas themed, so I thought like that would be kind of cool. By the way, if it's messing up with your eyes, I do apologize, but I don't think it's really because I'm looking at it right now. It's not that messed up. But yeah, that's kind of how 2020 has been for me in a nutshell. I mean, I know it's not technically over. We still have roughly 13/16 days left, and Christmas is literally pretty much next week. Which, by the way, crazy, absolutely crazy that Christmas is essentially next week, which I cannot believe. But yeah, so basically, kind of highlight majority of this year was just kind of meh, followed by a lot of heartbreak, then issues, and then losing my job. And as of right now, I am currently jobless, but I did try to apply for 2 jobs. Hopefully, I get one of them. I am still also applying for unemployment so I can get some money on the side until I get fully situated. And if I am become a full time worker or even a part time worker at one of these jobs. So yeah, it's big. It's just becoming a really rough time for me right now in this time, and it's just really hard. So I would definitely say this year was definitely not one of my strongest. But there was one thing from this year I can definitely take away. I met a lot of new people. Some people I actually kind of already somewhat heard their names about and stuff like that. But I had the chance that this year I got the chance to battle Godoa, who was a former GBA Season 9 participant. And to me, that was, I mean, not a big name, but it was relatively a big name from at least the perspective of me for my draft league career and stuff like that. I almost beat him too. I was one. I wish there was one play that probably cost me the win against him, but I almost beat him, which would have been a massive, huge win for my career. But it is what it is. Um, but I again going back, I met people like Cosmic Gallade, King Eevee, Flame Horizon, Brendan, obviously Dark Devils 26, and just many more amazing people. And I have to personally thank Brendan for that because when it came to doing, because we were in this one server and he had like, hey, if you guys want to do free for alls with me, let me know. I told him that, and he actually personally invited me to his Discord server, and I have been in that Discord server ever since he's invited me. I think he invited me, I want to say during the summer, potentially. I could be wrong. But it's honestly thanks to Brendan that I'm actually around a couple of great people. And we have some of the best, funniest times to say stuff like that. Also, there's one more Pig Nighter as well. That way, then we just make the meme with him going like, "Hey, look, there's a train." He goes, "Ah!" And there's just a lot of funny memes that go between us. It's just super funny and hilarious. It's super awesome. There's a lot of messed up things that get said, but there it's all not taken out of context. It's all fun. It's just banter as well. Like a good life lesson, by the way, guys. If anyone's wondering, if you can give your friends hard times and roast them, you honestly are showing that you care about them a lot. It's not that you're just picking on them. You personally are showing a great deal of friendship to them, and they're going to do the same to you, which just expresses how much they care about you too. So, but yeah, that's kind of how 2020 was for me. The only best thing about 2020 was again meeting Brendan and everyone else, being in another server that truly has felt amazing, and being surrounded by some great people that again I cannot thank enough. And yeah, won a couple of the championships in draft league this year as well. I believe I won a basically UU and below. I pretty much dominated that one. And then I won WBC, which was awesome there as well. That gave me my 2 championships this year. Actually, I might have won a third. Did I win LDL this year, or was that last year? I may have won LDL this year. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I've seen that. I might have to look back. But I may have won third championship here. But who knows? But other than that, man, it was a great year. It was a terrible year, but there were some decent moments and at least one fantastic moment to happen. And I'm hoping 2021 I bounce back. I'm hoping to kind of semi get a little bit in shape because I'm letting it kind of gut kind of happen out. Just get a little shape. I'm hoping to potentially find myself a girlfriend. If it's online, we'll work our way there. But if I could meet one IRL and then build a relationship around that, that'd be great. I want to start expanding my content. I know I told you guys that I want to start doing these podcasts and stuff. I am going to start trying those, I think, starting January of 2021, because for one, I got OBS now to work, so I can start doing mini podcasts right there. I also can just start, giving you more videos. I am going to plan to do more Sonic videos. I can also start doing more tier list videos, which those tier list videos have been really good. By the way, you guys have shown a lot of massive support to the Sonic couples, because I had to technically split those videos. I would have made those videos in one, but you guys have given me a total of about 880 views on that basically technical one video, and thank you all so much for that truly means a lot to me. If I could hit 1,000 on that video, that would be honestly one of the best things to top up the career. So if we can get that video to 1,000, we only need like 100 some more views, and then it's good, and I would appreciate it. If not, then yeah, you would try it at least. But yeah, I think I'm starting to rambling and go a little off topic with this review video, but I want to, if there's one thing I want to spread, definitely do what a lot of people do. Take a lot of the negatives you have seen or gone through in your life, turn them into positive. Like, I took all the negatives about the fact, I lost my animals, I lost my job. And you know what happened? I took that into positive because I talked about my friends that have been there that also support me and help me with the laughter and stuff like that. Like, when I do free for alls and just watch some of my friends' videos, honestly, it cheers me up so much. Like, I actually have told this too to my buddies like Brendan and Zach. When I watched our videos, I personally had laughed and felt so much better. Like, I literally told Brendan when I lost my job, I think on the same day I watched a free for all, we were good, and I was literally laughing so much it put a smile on my face. Like, I personally feel like my friends, either I rewatched some of their current videos or not, my friends have honestly helped me through so much in my life. And to everyone, to Blaze, basically EeveeQueen, Brendan, Zach, Lamar, Shadow, Flame, Evie, and everyone else that I'm associated with. Just thank you. Just thank you for everything that you've done for me, helping me get through all the hard times I've had, whether it's been through jobs, whether it's through life, or just something. Just thank you all so much. It means honestly the world to me. But I think I'm gonna end my video here on a happy note. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, stop this. I do plan to tag people. They will be linked in the description down below. So if you haven't already, make sure you tag those people and tell them, hey, where's your 2020 video? We want to see it. They eventually will do it. But other than that, guys, thank you so much. I want to wish you all of you a happy Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, and Christmas. I personally will be celebrating Christmas, but a lot of you celebrate it differently, and you know what? I respect the way you guys like to celebrate your stuff. And if you don't, for some reason, celebrate Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, or even Christmas, and you just do whatever, you do whatever, man. Just enjoy the season nonetheless. But yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling. This was a really fun video to make, and I up until we approach 2021. I will keep doing a couple more videos for you guys this week, and hopefully we get the things going. But until next time, guys, I am Phil Shocker, the United States Hedgehog. Thank you all so much, and happy holidays. Peace.